What? What's happening? Stone Cologne 316 here. What? What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Really quick, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It would help out the channel greatly. Welcome back. We're here for another video. I had an idea, and this popped up at me, and I decided let's do a list video because I have quite a few that I want to talk about that smell similar to Versace Man Eau Fraiche. Hall of Fame worthy type stuff. One of the best freshies around. It's got that star fruit, that kind of sour star fruit. Fresh, spicy, musky, citrusy. Just, it's been around for about 20 years. Just a great freshie. Summertime type of stuff. Very clean. But yeah, I want to talk about, I got 10 alternatives that smell either very similar or does the same job but doesn't smell identical to Versace Man Eau Fraiche. So I got 10 of them. Yeah, some of them are definitely going to smell. One's definitely like a blatant clone, but it's a really good one. And then there's a bunch of alternatives that have the same vibe, same inspiration. It gives off that scent profile, that Versace Man Eau Fraiche scent profile. So let's just get into it. These are 10 Versace Man Eau Fraiche alternatives / clones. Let's do it. What? First up, you guys heard me talk about this recently, actually. It's from Bentley. It's a great dumb reach, just very fresh. Has that Versace Man Eau Fraiche vibe, but has a little bit more going on with it. It's got some leather in it. It's from Bentley. It's Momentum Unlimited. You got green apple up top. You got a little bit of cardamom and grapefruit. Some woods, vetiver, cedar wood, sandalwood. Got ambroxan and leather at the bottom. This is really good stuff. It does give me that Versace Man Eau Fraiche vibe to it, but a little bit more masculine, I'd say. Definitely more masculine. A little darker with the leather. It's a little bit sweeter. It doesn't have the star fruit or anything in the fragrance like that, but man, really, really good one. I love this stuff. I've had it for a couple years. I mean, I've got a pretty decent dent in it, so really good stuff. I think this lasts a little bit more than Versace Man Eau Fraiche, but check this out. You can get this in the $20 to $30 range. I got to get my nose on the rest of the line. I heard Unbreakable is like really, really good, so check that out. Bentley Momentum Unlimited to start off that list. Check that out. Next, this one doesn't really have the scent profile in it, but it does the same job as Versace Man Eau Fraiche, so you can go either or with this. It's a little bit more citrusy. It's a little floral, but it's from Lacoste. It's Blanc 1212 EDT, the Eau de Toilette. I know the Eau de Parfum has the same type of bottle, but this is really damn good. Poor performance. Out the shower cheapy right here. Horrible sprayer. But man, it's got a fresh, super fresh vibe. Again, it doesn't smell really anything like Versace Man Eau Fraiche, but it is a great alternative if you're looking for something that gets that job done. This has the grapefruit up top, a little rosemary with some cardamom, little frankincense, very green to me, very woody, fresh woody, citrusy, a little fruity. I mean, really good stuff, but just be aware, performance sucks on this. But I definitely want to pull this in the summer, high heat type of stuff. It's fresh and clean. Really, really good. You can't go wrong with the Lacoste fragrances. I don't have too many of them. I think I forgot if I have Lacoste L'Homme. I got to check, but really good stuff, guys. Very solid freshie right here. So check that one out. If you're out in the wild, you can sometimes find this at Burlington and Ross Dress for Less, maybe $20 range. Lacoste L1212 Blanc EDT. Check that one out. Next, this one, man, I remember grabbing this a couple years back, and it was like $8. It definitely has that Versace Man Fresh vibe in it, but it's got watery notes. It's kind of herbal, but it's from Aeropostale. It's Maximum. This is like teeny bopper type of stuff, but I haven't worn this in forever. But it gives off the Man Fresh vibe. It's got watery notes, it's got herbal notes, it's got some geranium, some vetiver in it. Very musky. It's got a little bit of ambergris on there. Not winning any performance awards or anything. Again, kind of a dark version. It kind of walks the same path as this. It kind of gives more of a Bentley Momentum Unlimited vibe to it, but it still maintains that freshness. It definitely is the same scent profile as Versace Man Fresh. So, yeah, pretty decent stuff. Again, this is very bottom shelf type of bargain bin type of grab. I mean, I just saw it in the wild one day, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just pull the trigger for $8, and it's not bad. It's probably my least favorite out of this bunch, but it does smell like Versace Man Fresh. So, um, if you're looking for something similar, but you don't want exactly like this would be another decent, uh, decent pick for that. So, Maximum from Aeropostale. If you see that in the wild, I haven't seen it recently, but check that one out if you're interested and you want to. Sometimes I like doing the bargain bin stuff. I'm like, oh, I like my out to shower cheapies and freshies. So solid, not the greatest, but it's solid. Aeropostale Maximum. Check that one out. Next, this one I talked about recently. I believe I wore it a week or two ago. It made my Stunners of the Week list. I think number 9, 8 or 9. I don't remember, but it's from Dunhill. It's Dunhill Driven Eau de Toilette. This comes off very citrusy and minty and fresh up top. There's an Italian lemon up top, which kind of gives it it's like a creamy lemon, but then it has green apple and black pepper. And then there's juniper berry in the mid that kind of gives it a blast of this. I'm getting like a mintiness a little bit. So it might be the sage in here too that's bringing that out. But again, it definitely walks the path of Versace Man Fresh. This is really good. I got this for $14, $15 at TJ Maxx 2 years ago. It was out in the wild. They had that in the EDP, and I should have grabbed the EDP as well, but EDP kind of smells like Boss Bottled, I guess. But oh man, I love this stuff. I wear this out the shower mostly, but I will be wearing it to the office, I think, during the summer. But think of like a mint. To me, it's a fresh mintier version of Versace Man Fresh. It's got the citruses. It's got the musk. This has ambroxan in it and a little bit of teak wood. So again, it's not 1-to-1 whatsoever, but it does. I would deem this like a cousin of Versace Man Fresh. But longevity, I get about 6 hours. Again, it's a solid pickup for $15. You could do way worse. Dunhill Driven Eau de Toilette. Check that one. What? Check that one out if you haven't. Next, this one has gotten hype over the years as well. It's a rack store find. It's a rack store darling. It's a cheapie. You can find this pretty much. Burlington's probably going to be your best bet. That or Nordstrom Rack if you have one near you. But from Kenneth Cole, it's Kenneth Cole Blue. This leans closer to Versace Man Fresh. A lot of citruses up top. You got lemon, pineapple, bergamot, mandarin orange. It gives off this like creamy orange vibe to it in the top. It's got some lavender, some mint in there. Very musky. The dry down, it does have that fresh, spicy kind of, musky type of vibe. Woodsy. Really, really good. Actually, this has some staying power to it. It's a little loud. It's a little loud in the opening. But man, this is definitely gives off that fresh, spicy, woodsy musky vibe. Great alternative to Versace Man Eau Fraiche. This is probably one of the better ones, and it's cheaper. Even though you can get Versace Man Eau Fraiche for basically cheap nowadays, but man, this one hyped for good reason. It's been out for quite a while. Kenneth Cole Blue. Check that one out. Next, this one's another hyped up. This one, it's ultra cheapy, hyped up over the years. Has that Versace Man Eau Fraiche 5. Antonio Banderas. Blue Seduction. I think I got this for like $10 on FragranceNet a couple years back. It's a tester, I believe. This one's a little unique. It's got melon up top. It's got some black currant. It's juicy, kind of fruity. It's fresh. It's aquatic. It has a cappuccino note in here, which kind of gives it this like it gives it. It's kind of hard to explain, but with all the other watery notes that are blended in here, the cappuccino note does give it kind of a dry roast. Just a tad. It's not an overpowering cappuccino note. It doesn't smell like coffee whatsoever. But it adds this weird nuance to it. And I don't know, it just works. It's weird that you put a cappuccino note in a fresh aquatic citrus fragrance, you know? But again, no performance awards winning with this one. I wear this mostly out the shower. I'll wear this mostly in summer as well. Haven't worn it in quite a while. Haven't really talked about it either. Oh, just a really good one. I don't think you can find these at the rack stores. I mean, specifically this. I don't think you can. I haven't seen it. I ended up buying this online, I think, for super cheap. But again, has that Man Eau Fraiche vibe. It's got a little bit more going on with it, but from Antonio Banderas, Blue Seduction. Check that one out. Next, this one's another hype cheapie. Rack store, Hall of Fame worthy type stuff. You can still find this at Burlington any day of the week. It's from Mont Blanc. It's Starwalker. Yes, the infamous Starwalker. Take away the star fruit, put in bamboo. There's a bamboo note in here that gives it a little bit of an earthy green kind of vibe. This one's really good. This one is definitely fresh and spicy. It doesn't smell super citrusy as the rest of them, but it does have that fresh, spicy, green, woodsy, musky vibe to it. Yeah, you still got the mandarin orange and bergamot up top. You got a little bit of ginger for a little. It's a little sweet. It's not like a sugar bomb or nothing like that, but it's a little bit, to me, it's a little bit more mature than Versace Man Eau Fraiche. I don't know, that's just me. It's very spicy and musky, specifically on me, but what's not to say about this one, man? This is a solid one. Again, I get about 6 hours in the summertime. I mean, this is summertime favorite right here for a lot of you guys, but really good. I'm a huge fan of this one. I don't wear it as much as I used to, but you know, I have a big collection. But definitely going to pull this out in the summer, I think, again this year. For Mont Blanc, it is Starwalker. Check that one out. Next, this one, it's been in my bathroom cabinet. I always leave it in there. I don't know why. It's been in there for like a couple years. I'll sometimes spray it on my hand just to smell it. But one of the chrome flankers that doesn't get love anymore, and it doesn't really smell like chrome. It smells almost exactly like Man Eau Fraiche from Versace, but it's Azzaro Chrome Sport. So this is such a cheap bottle and presentation. This one's a lot more spicy. It's got a little bit more bite. The ginger in here gives it a little bit more spice to it. But you are getting Versace Man Eau Fraiche. You're just getting a little bit of an amped up version, kind of sweeter, very more spicy. It's got the musk in it. It's got the amber. It's got the citruses up top. I mean, it is a really good dead ringer for Versace Man Eau Fraiche. It's actually one of the better ones. I remember right after I got Man Eau Fraiche, I kept hearing this smells very similar to it, but it was spicier, and it is. You get about the same performance. I get about 5 to 6 hours on this. Again, out the shower type stuff for me. But I have worn this in the summer. I mean, you can see that dent. I have worn this quite a few times. This was my go-to for a while. This was a dumb reach / signature scent for a while because I just loved how this sat on my skin, and it still smells really good. So I think you could still get this for like 20 to 30 bucks. Again, it's nothing crazy that you have to go out and buy, but if you're like me and you like experimenting with the Versace Man Eau Fraiche DNA, this is a great alternative. Azzaro Chrome Sport. Check that one out. Next, this one kind of piggybacks off of Starwalker from Mont Blanc. It's been touted a niche version of it. It's not niche, it's a designer fragrance, but it's from Bvlgari. It's Bvlgari pour Homme. I recently wore this a couple weeks ago out the shower. It's basically Starwalker, but like just way higher quality. Very, very green, very spicy. It's got a tea note, got aldehydes, got bergamot, a lot of lavender. Very musky, woodsy. It's got some green oak moss in there. 8 hours I get out of this. I have the extreme flanker as well. That one's a little bit more basically amped up. Literally an extreme version of this. Doesn't go outside of the scent profile. It's not one of them flankers that smell completely different. So really good stuff, guys. This is like a 30-year-old fragrance, but it still holds up. It's a timeless classic, I think. It's very masculine. This is signature scent worthy as well. This is probably the highest quality one in this video. But it's got that Man Eau Fraiche vibe, but it's better. This is better. Bvlgari pour Homme. Check that one out. And last but not least, this is the ultimate clone. It's actually better than Versace Man Eau Fraiche. It has been touted the Eau de Parfum version of Versace Man Eau Fraiche. I got this before it got super hyped. It's from Armaf. It's Eau Fraiche. Some of you guys know about this. I know TLTG used to talk about this one a lot. This one is a cranked up version of Versace Man Eau Fraiche. If you're wanting like a bigger projector, like a more beast mode type of Versace Man Eau Fraiche, this is it. This actually smells a lot better. You have the star fruit, you have the citruses, the lemon. It's got the musk, the woodsy notes. It's got a little saffron in it to give it a little bit more of a kick and some spice to it. So it comes off a little bit sweeter. There is some sage in here too. Man, this is some really good. You could tell I wore this when I first got this like 3 or 4 years ago. I was wearing this constantly. This stuff just sticks to your skin. And it's so fresh. It's literally this. I mean, you could tell the color of the bottle. That's what they were trying to go for. But, oh, man. Really, really good. It's a little bit more masculine on me. The woods kind of come out. The spices come out a little bit more. But it still is super, super fresh. Safe blind buy. If you're in freshies and you specifically Versace Man Eau Fraiche. This is the best one that replicates that scent DNA, and it does some. It gives you a little bit more. It gives you great performance. 8+ hours you can get on this. High heat, you could probably get 10 to 12. So check this one out, guys, if you haven't. It's kind of a sleeper, but it's from Armaf. It's Eau Fraiche to round out the video. Check that one out. And that's it. Those are my 10 alternatives / clones. Again, I haven't worn Versace Man Eau Fraiche in a while. Yes, I can tell you just go out and get Versace Man Eau Fraiche, but I love the twists and like the inspirations and like over the years, I like collecting different versions of like certain scent profiles. So, because like I don't wear this as much as I wear like some of these other ones. So it's like there's always a new nuance or something that's catching my nose that I really enjoy. But again, this is one of the most popular Fraisches ever made, Versace Man Eau Fraiche, and those were my 10 clone / alternatives. So let me know if you have any of those. Let me know which one's your favorite. I appreciate you guys' support. Let me know what you guys are wearing today. Actually, recording this, I decided to wear this Adidas Ice Dive. I forgot how great this smelled, but I'm spraying heavy today. It's a great one. Anywho, y'all have a good one. Be safe, be well, and you know the drill. Like, comment, and subscribe. What? And that's the bottom line. What? Because Stone Cologne said so. Take care, guys. Have a good one.